Hey everyone, it's Lynn Summers here. Thank you for watching. If you're taking an interest, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I just wanted to say that today is May 8th and I am officially 1 week post-op. I had surgery exactly 1 week ago today, and I am proud to say that I have graduated from a liquid diet to a puree diet. And then next week, I go on to soft foods. And I wanted to say that I'm getting used to the adjustments. I tried to eat some applesauce today, and it made me throw up. Like, oh, I don't like the throwing up sensation, so I was very disappointed um, to see that I couldn't have my applesauce. But I'm gonna try again next week or in a couple of days from now. And, this is going to be an adjustment for me. I'm trying to hold my camera still. I don't have a tripod like most of you fancy smancy folks. So I'm recording from my cell phone. So, how has it been for me this week? Well, it was an adjustment. Like the second day I came home, I had it up to here with this liquid diet, and I was ready to eat some food, but I know that physically I couldn't, so I had to slow my roll. But I definitely am getting the hang of things now. I had some cream of broccoli soup that I bought from the grocery store today over at ShopRite. They usually have pretty good soups, and they had a lot of different kinds of flavors, but I mean, they had a corn and crab chowder that I would have loved to have tasted, but I'm not sure, number one, if I can eat corn anymore, and number two, I'm kind of allergic to crab, but it smells so good. Um, so I went to try to find the most benign soup that I could find, and I went and got some cream of broccoli and cheddar soup, and that was pretty good. Um, I couldn't take any. I got some crackers as well, and I had to chew those up really, 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 really well before I could swallow. And I have to say that I could only take about 10 teaspoons full of soup. So the rest of it is in my refrigerator, and I'm probably going to be eating that over the next couple of days. I have some refried beans and rice. I have some just regular beans, um, to try to eat. It's very different from the way I used to eat before. Like I'm used to going and if I want to have a hamburger or a cheeseburger or whatnot, I'll go to the grocery store and get some Bubba burgers and fry it up in a pan and eat it and don't have to worry about how many bites I'm taking or how how much I have to chew in order to break the food down. I think the good thing about this diet is that it is forcing me to chew my food more, and make sure that it's at a consistency um, that when it goes down, it doesn't hurt and it doesn't get stuck, and I don't have like any acid reflux. So this is going to be somewhat of a challenge for me over the next couple of months. I thank God that I have a lot of examples in my life. I have quite a few friends who have had this procedure done, and they're all happy for me and everything, but it is a challenge. I'm happy for me too, don't get me wrong. I feel so much better. As of yesterday, I weigh 262.2 pounds. So at the beginning of my journey, I started at 297 pounds. Like, you might as well say 300. So that's how I felt. I walking around this house was making me have major pains. I always had back pain all the time. Always dealt with arthritis for a long time. And I know that wasn't entirely about my weight, but it kind of was in a way. Um, I had always been athletic and very skinny in my youth and up to my 30s actually. I was always involved in some kind of sports game, so I know that I had some sports injuries in there, and that kind of led to my arthritis. However, being almost 300 pounds didn't help any at all. So um, yeah, so now I went to the mall Saturday to walk around, get some exercise, and try not to be bored sitting at home. And I could walk around the whole mall, free of pain for the first time in like more than more than 10 years for sure. Maybe almost 10 years. Excuse me, I'm so tired. Sorry. Um, but like 8 or 9 years it's been since I've been able to walk the mall free of pain, and I even was able to go down steps. Normally, like I have to take steps one step at a time, and this time I was able to take them like normal people take the stairs. Now I have a long way to go. I still have to work my way on getting upstairs, because I haven't walked upstairs yet. I'm still kind of afraid to do that, but I'm eventually going to get there. Um, I also noticed that my feet are getting smaller. Like, I wasn't ready for it to be, for them to feel smaller already. I don't have a lot of pairs of shoes, so I'm not looking forward to having to have to get new shoes. Um, yeah, I wear a 9 wide and sometimes a 10 depending on the shoe. And when I was thinner, I wore like an 8.5 narrow, a 9 narrow, like, So it's gonna be interesting seeing how this all pans out, over the next year, as far as that's concerned. So in total, right now, like I said, I was 297 when I first started my journey a year ago. Up till yesterday, where I weighed in at 262, I've lost a total of 34.8 pounds already. And I know, like a lot of that had to do with the pre-op diet, because I was on a pre-op liquid diet for about 2.5 weeks. And then, I got home on Wednesday, so I had from Wednesday till yesterday to still be on a liquid diet, and I'm telling you, it was killing me. I'm so glad that I graduated to pureed foods and I can now start to introduce food back into my body. Some of the changes that I have noticed though is that I'm a lot more thirsty, and I always drank a lot of water, but like because this my stomach is not as big anymore, I can't drink as much right now, so I have to slowly work back up to where I had been. And I had been drinking like 64 ounces of water a day, sometimes more, because I would fill it with flavoring, like Kool-Aid has a sugar-free grape flavor that I like fan out on, and that's pretty much how I would get my water in. But now I still drink the Kool-Aid, but now I'm trying to do the Crystal Light and see how that works. I used to like it. I don't know how I'm going to take it um, this time. And there have been some other changes too. So, like, for whatever reason, I have a lot of saliva in my mouth now, and I find myself having to go spit out like extra saliva, which is, kind of gross. Um, and not that I like, I, the one thing that I wish someone had really, really like said to me was to beware of the ketosis breath. When I wake up in the morning and I have that breath that you get from just ingesting liquids, not having food, like the before I have to pee in the morning. Before I can even pee, I have to brush my teeth, brush my tongue, the inside of my cheeks, and get in with my mouthwash. Like I cannot stand. Oh, I cannot stand that breath that you get from being on this liquid diet thing. So I'll be glad to when everything starts to reset itself and yeah, get back to normal. Cause oh, gross. So let's see, what other changes have I noticed? Um, the swelling is going down from the operation, and like I said, I have lost a total of 34.8 pounds. So I can kind of see it in my stomach. I can see it in my feet. Um, a lot of people are saying to me that they can see it in my face. I really can't see it yet. I still see my double chin here. Although I do see like my chin jawline starting to come back here. You know, I've always had cheeks for days. You know, I've always had them, but they're starting to be just a little bit more pronounced. Um, let's see. I am getting better at taking my multivitamin. That has been a process for me. I haven't taken vitamins in a while, so um, you know, it's getting back into old new habits, if you will. I used to take vitamins before. When I run out, you know, I didn't replace them, but I found some gummies that are strawberry and tangerine flavored, so they have like a sweet and tangy taste. They're not chalky. They have all my favorite vitamins plus biotin. So one thing I have heard and seen through other people who have done the sleeve gastrectomy is that they complain of hair loss, and they tell you that at the beginning, and that's why you need to double up on your protein and make sure you take in your protein first, because hair is protein. Your nails are protein. Um, I'm trying to eat more Jello. Jello is straight protein, but something about the texture is not feckin' with me right now. So I have to try to keep eating that a little bit at a time. Hopefully, I'll get the um, I'll get the sensation back that I'm looking for, so that I can keep up with my hair, nails, and my skin. What else can I say? What else can I say? I do feel a little bit more energy, although I will say I spent most of the day in bed today because I was kind of tired. But I do feel an overall more energetic. Um, and I'm trying to stop saying I just don't like dead air when I'm trying to think of what's next to say. But overall, I feel good, and I feel I was having some problems earlier when, like I said, when I came home. I was so over this, but I'm kind of feeling better about my decision. And it's just going to take time for me to adjust. And I'm not the most patient person when it comes to myself and the things that I want to do and the goals that I set for myself. I'm more patient with other people. I'm better able to deal with other people than I am with myself, and I guess that's just me being a little too hard on myself. So I'm trying not to be so hard on myself and just giving myself the time and permission to reacquaint myself with around my issues with food. I do believe that I have a food addiction. And I'm trying to actually see if there is a support group for the at the hospital for people who have VSG and have food addictions. I say that I'm a food addict because I never really thought about, what I ate before, how I allowed myself to get to 300 pounds, there has to be underlying issues regarding that, and I want to get to the bottom of it because this is a tool. It's not the end all be all. And there are a few people that I personally know who have been through this surgery and have gained their weight back. I'm not trying to do that at all. None whatsoever. So I need to get to the bottom of why I eat so much and why I eat without thinking when I'm not hungry. Um, See, I did it again, trying to figure this all out for myself so that I can be successful. I do want to, good Lord, I do want to be successful at this tool for the rest of my life. So I got to get it together. So I don't really have anything else to report right now. I just wanted to let you know that I am 1 week post-op. Yay! And I have started reintroducing food into my body, albeit through pureed foods. And I will continue with my puree diet and getting out and walking, exercising, doing the things that I'm supposed to do. And then next week I'll talk about the soft foods. I'm hoping that I'm able to get the applesauce in because next week I get to eat scrambled eggs. And I love scrambled eggs and applesauce together. I know it doesn't sound all that great to other people, but it's the sweet, salty, savory part that I love about the combination of eggs and applesauce. And I'm just hoping that I like eggs again. I'm hoping that I'm able to get the applesauce down because the texture, I hope I'm able to deal with that better. I think I'm going to try like some egg salad tomorrow or maybe some like tuna fish with a hard-boiled egg in it. I'm hoping. I got some Ritz crackers and that's usually how I like to eat my tuna. So we'll see. I'm really, hoping and praying that it all works well in my favor. Otherwise, I have to learn a new way to eat and I have to start exploring other foods. So until next week, you guys can continue to keep God first. Remember, there you have infinite possibilities. You can do anything you want in this world as long as you keep God first in your heart and be good to other people. I say that prayer for myself as well as you. So, until then, peace.